Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lana back with another video. Today we are checking out the Clip 1 by SoundPeats, and these are by far the best open air earbuds I've heard yet. These are extremely comfortable, they're lightweight, they clip right onto your ears and they stay in place, plus they sound extremely good. To install these in your ears, you just kind of go like this and bam. Now once you get these in your ears, you can just kind of move them around until you get the sound you want. You can have a little more low end or make them sound a little more high pitched depending on how you position them in your ears, and they actually stay put very well. Now, one of my concerns was, are these actually going to stay in my ears? Like if I put a hooded sweatshirt on, pull it over my ears with these in there and put the hood up, these actually stay in place really well. I was a little concerned that they might fall out or certain things would knock them out of my ears, but so far they stay in place, they stay put, they just stay where you leave them, which is great. Now, these do come with an app that control them. You do have Dolby Audio, you've got LDAC, but I actually really like the way these sound out of the box. I started playing with a bunch of the settings, and I went back to this right here. Just right out of the box, these sound extremely good. And if you notice, there's something on there that says Adaptive EQ. When you turn that on, these sound the best. Unfortunately, when you put on LDAC or Dolby Audio, it disables that setting, but with that setting on, these things sound crazy good. It gives you just a big full sound. There's plenty of low end. It's just a very balanced, really nice sound. Now, I have been sent several different sets of open ear earbuds before, and most of them sounded nice, right? They made your music sound pleasant, and you can hear everything that's around you, which is amazing. So if you're out running or you have to be out in traffic or something, you can listen to your music and still hear everything that's going on around you. But this is the first set of open ears I've heard that actually sounds really good. I mean, this makes your music sound great. Not just nice, this makes your music sound great. You're still not quite getting the sound that you get out of earphones that go over your ears or in your ears, but these are just great sounding for what they are. Like really good sounding for what they are. Just the overall tone that they produce is very pleasing to the ear. There's plenty of low end. Like if there's a bass guitar, it's detailed, it's crystal clear. You can hear every little thing. So these are the next best things to in-ear or over-ear headphones. And these do allow you to go outside and hear everything that's around you while listening to your music or your podcast or whatever it is you're listening to. I'm telling you, these things are awesome. Now, I have heard a lot of people say if you go out and spend $300 on the Bose version of these, like the open air earphones from Bose, that they sound phenomenal. Now, I don't know how something like this compares to that, but so far, out of all the open air earphones I've got, these are just blowing all the other ones out of the water by a lot. These are the first ones I've tried where I actually feel like I'm listening to a real set of headphones and not something that's just open air. You're supposed to be able to get about 8 hours per charge. So if you got it on the basic settings, you should be able to get 8 hours. Now, if you turn on like LDAC and some of that other stuff, I'm not really sure, but you can play around with those settings and find out what sounds best to your ear. But I really like the way they sounded out of the box with that adaptive EQ on, and I'm getting great battery life. I would say 8 hours is pretty accurate for what I've been getting. Now, LDAC should give you the highest quality, most detailed sound, but at the same time, when you turn off that adaptive EQ, it does change the way that these sound, but you can actually go into the app and adjust the EQ the way you want. So maybe if I played around with that, I could probably turn on LDAC and get these sounding the way I liked, but it's just so easy and simple to leave it the way they came out of the box. I'm just going to go with that. Plus, I'm getting a really good battery life with the way they came out of the box. It says you're going to get all day comfort and freedom, and they only weigh 5 grams. And I'm going to tell you right now, these are extremely comfortable. Like, you don't even notice they're on your ears, to tell you the truth. These are super comfortable. So I'm going to go ahead and agree with what they say right there. All day comfort. Now, I'm not 100% sure what these are going to cost. These are brand new. They're not even released yet at the time I'm making this review. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you can get these for like $100 to $150 or even cheaper, I think it would be a good deal because they sound super good. I mean, they sound really, really good. Now, one thing I am going to say, like if you get a set of Bluetooth headphones versus a set of high-end wired headphones, I do think the wired ones always sound better, but if you're going with Bluetooth, you got wireless, you got freedom to move around and do what you want, and these just sound amazing for a Bluetooth headset that's open air. These things are definitely something to consider because they're going to make your music or podcast or whatever you're listening to sound extremely good. Plus, you're going to be able to hear everything that's around you, and they're very comfortable. I mean, these things are super comfortable. I mean, you can wear these things all day for hours and hours, and you're barely even going to know that they're attached to your ears. I mean, it's basically like having a little mini speaker system attached directly to your ear, which is really cool. But if the open air thing is what you're looking for, I seriously cannot recommend these enough. This is a great product. I mean, I am impressed. I am very impressed. Again, these things destroy all the other open airs I've ever heard by a landslide. I mean, these sound so much better than every other open air headphone I've ever heard so far. It's not even funny how much better these sound. These give you a full range of sound. I mean, this is what I would want music to sound like. Just the overall tone of the music I hear is very pleasing. I mean, there's just the right amount of low end, the right amount of high end. They don't sound high pitched. They don't sound harsh. They don't sound brittle. They give you a very full, high quality sound that just sounds very pleasing to the ear. I mean, I just can't get over how nice these things make my music sound. Now, when it comes to the subwoofer type of bass, it's definitely there. I can hear it. If I put on some really bass heavy music, I can hear that really low bass. I can actually hear it. It's not like a subwoofer attached directly to my ear, but it's there. You can actually hear those super low, like 40 hertz frequencies. Like if you put on some like car stereo competition music or some dubstep or something that's just extremely bass heavy, you're not going to be like, wow, there's a lot of bass, but you can actually hear it, which is pretty impressive for something that's open ear like this. But bottom line is, I really like these. They're a great product. They're worth the money. And so far, everything SoundPeats have sent me has sounded amazing. I mean, I'm really impressed with all of their headphones they've sent me so far. They sound way better than they should for the money. I mean, they could probably charge way more than they do for their headphones. They just sound extremely good. They sound really, really nice. This is definitely a product that I'm going to keep around, and anytime I need some open airs, like if I want to go outside for a walk or something like that, these are probably what I'm going to grab because they just do it to it. These things do it to it, guys and gals. I'm telling you right now, these things do it to it. Now, one other thing that these do really well is I've got 3 YouTube channels, and between my 2 gaming channels and this channel, I sometimes get like 100, 200, 300 comments coming in per day, more on the gaming channels than this one. But what I usually do is when I'm replying to people's comments, I push the little, button where so when I'm replying to people's comments, I normally push the little button where Google allows me to talk and it types out everything I say. For some weird reason, these seem to do a better job at picking that up than other headphones. Like it picks up what I say and types it out correctly way more than if I'm using some other set of Bluetooth earbuds. Like on other earbuds, I've got to go in and correct it because it understands me wrong and types out the wrong words. So where with this, it gets like 95% of it right instead of like 85% of it right. So I don't know. I just really like these things. They're freaking amazing for what they are as far as open ear goes. I love them. I love them a lot. So yeah, you should definitely pick up a set of these if open ear earbuds are what you're looking for. They are phenomenal for something you can probably get for under $100. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be some links in the video's description and the pinned comment where you can get a set of these. They did send them to me for free, but you know what? I get to say whatever I want about them. They're not paying me to do the review. I mean, we do have to push the little paid product placement button on YouTube, and even if we're not actually being paid, YouTube says paid product. No, that's misleading because if you get a free product, you have to push that button. Just because you got a product for free doesn't mean you're being paid to review it. They just send me a free item. I get to review it, say anything I want, and they're not giving me a dime. They just gave me a free product. That's one thing I wish YouTube would change if you get a free product, it just should say free product or something. It shouldn't say paid review because they're not paying me a dime. They're just giving me a free set of earbuds. I don't know. YouTube's crazy. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we will catch you next time. See ya. Lightning out. Bye-bye.